Hey y'all, I'm Andy and I'll be doing this craft with you today. Have you ever seen a little scarecrow in a field or in somebody's yard? Today we're going to make a little scarecrow that looks just like you. Parents, there's a printout in the description of this video that has a link to these pages. Follow the link, print it out, and then you can do this activity. What you'll need for this activity is the printout. You will need a pencil or a popsicle stick. I'm using a pencil. You will need glue, either a stick or a bottle. You will need scissors. Be sure to use scissors that are the right size for your hands, because these are the right size for my hands, but they may not be the right size for yours. And something to color with. I'm going to be using crayons. So, the first step is to cut out your little scarecrow. There's lots of clothes and shoes and hairs to put on him, but the first thing you'll need to do is cut them out. So here I am, cutting out the scarecrow. I'm being very careful and always holding the scissors away from me. Now, you don't have to be perfect. You definitely do not need to cut right by the lines. I am cutting a little bit outside of the lines to make sure that I have a little bit of extra space, just if I want to put something a little extra. I'm going to keep cutting this out until I'm all finished. You can go as slow or as fast as you like. You can pause this video whenever you need to, if you need a little extra time, if you're going a little slower than I am. And here's my scarecrow. He doesn't have any clothes on, so that's what I'll need to cut out next. I am going to cut out this shirt. Now, there are 3 shirts that you can choose from. I'm choosing this one because I like it the most, but you can choose whatever shirt you feel like you like and would look like something you would wear. Again, just pause this video whenever you need a little bit of extra time. Okay, I'm putting all of my scraps aside, making sure that there's as little scraps as possible. So we have his shirt. I'm going to cut out these pants next. I'm always cutting it into a big shape before I cut it into a smaller shape, because I don't want to accidentally cut any of the other shapes. I don't want to accidentally cut into the other pants or the other skirts or shoes. So I am being careful. Moving these scraps to my scrap pile. And the third piece of clothing that I'm going to cut out is going to be this pair of boots. Now, you can wear these boots, or you can get these shoe shapes and color them in, make them look however you want. I'm going to cut out each boot individually, because that'll make it easier to put them onto his little feet. Again, none of your cuts have to be perfect. They just have to be there. Heck, you can even just cut out a big shape around them, and that would be fine. As long as you can glue it down onto your little dude, onto your scarecrow, he's going to be fine. They are going to be fine. It doesn't matter. As long as you know what you're doing, and as long as you like what it looks like. The hair that I am going to choose is this spiky hair. Now, there are many different choices. There are 4 different choices for hair. So you can do whatever you think your hair looks like or whatever you think you'd like the most. Put this scrap over there. I'm cutting out my hair now, and if you're also cutting this hair with the spikes, you don't have to cut out every single spike. You can just cut whatever you feel like is going to be good for you. I'm just cutting these little wiggly lines because I feel like I might cut the wrong way if I cut into each of these spikes. So I'm done with the hair. And I think I'm gonna wear a hat. You know, I think I'm gonna wear this triangle hat. So I'm going to cut it out. Set these to the side. I'm going to cut out this hat. And voila! We have all of our pieces of our scarecrow. Now the next step for us to do is to color them. I'm going to start from the top and go down. So here are my crayons. I think this hat should be purple, so I am going to get a purple and color it in. This is a pretty purple. I think this is the perfect color for my hat. But your hat and your clothes can be any color you like. Right, I'm done with my purple hat. The next thing I'm going to color in is the hair. Now my hair is kind of brown and kind of red, so I'm going to get a brown and a red. I'm going to color the top part brown and the bottom part red. Now you can make this hair look like your hair, or it can look like any hair you want to have. It can look like anything. It can make your hair green or something. As long as you like how it looks, that is fine. And there's my hair. So I've got my hat and my hair. And I think the next thing I'm going to do is color in the skin of my scarecrow. Now, as you can see, my skin is kind of peachy, so I'm going to get the peach crayon, but you can use any crayon that you think looks like your skin. Or it can be scarecrow color. It can be any kind of color that you think a scarecrow should be. Can't really see this, but that's all right. It's a nice color. And your scarecrow will be a nice color too. Gonna color in his hands, and it's all right if you go a little bit outside the lines. All right, now that I have my hat, my hair, and my skin, I'm gonna color in my clothes now. Now, I think this shirt should be black, so I am going to pick out a black crayon and color in the parts that I think should be black. My coloring's a little messy, but I don't think it's bad. I think my coloring is perfect just the way it is, and yours is too. So then I'm going to color in these pants. And there's a bunch of little different shapes on these pants, so I think I'm going to color it in a variety of colors. I'm going to pick red and yellow, and I think I'm going to pick blue as well. So for most of the pants, I'm going to color it in red. See, there's the red. And for the circles, I'm going to color those in yellow. And for the little patches, I think those can be blue. Ooh, that's a nice blue. I like that. I'm going to put these crayons back. I'm going to color my boots in brown. These are a little smaller and a little harder to color. But if you just focus, it'll probably be okay. All right. So now that I have everything colored, I am going to start gluing things to my scarecrow. The first thing I'm going to glue is my hair. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to grab my glue stick. I'm going to glue all the edges down so that all the edges stick. And then I'm very carefully going to put it down onto my scarecrow. Next, I'm going to put the hat. I'm pretty much only going to glue the hat down where it's going to touch the hair, so I don't accidentally glue it to my table. So I'm going to glue this hat down. Now, if something isn't sticking, you may want to put a little more glue down onto it. So I'm putting a little more glue onto my hair, and my hat seems fine, so I'm not going to put any more on there. Now I'm going to put some glue down on my shirt. Going to carefully put it down to make sure it lines up with where it is on my scarecrow. And then my pants. You know, there is a little space in between the legs, but I don't think that's that important to cut out. If you want to cut it out, that's fine. But as long as it looks as you like how it looks, it's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to make you happy. And there's one boot. And there's the other boot. And look, my scarecrow's almost done. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over. I need to put this on a pencil. You can put it on a popsicle stick. You can put it on anything you want as long as it'll look like a scarecrow. Now, I don't think I can glue a pencil onto this paper. So what I'm going to do is I got my parents to cut out a roll of tape, and I'm going to carefully put this tape onto my scarecrow. And now look, I've got a little scarecrow on a stick. Isn't that nice? That's the end of this craft, but I hope you have fun at the other ones here. You can put this where somewhere where you can see it. So I'm going to put this in my pencil cup, so you can sit on my desk. I'm gonna put that back.